Stuff happens in people's lives that shapes their lives, and I believe it all stems back from childhood. Now, I had ambition as a child, and I wanted to get on, and I wanted to make something of my life. I wanted to be successful, and I thought success was money. And then subtly, he used to tell me things like, if you ever get arrested, don't ever tell the police anything. If your mates ever get nicked, you never grass on them. So I disregarded my education, completely chucked it away. Started truanting. My mum got fines for me not attending school. I got caught with a knife in school. I leave school at 16, and this is how perverse this world is. At 16 years old, I bought a sawn-off shotgun off a 40-year-old man in a car park in Dulwich. That is not right. And anyone's saying, now, and what I kind of realised is you can't beat the system when you're inside it. So they sort of kidnapped me, well, which I thought was kidnapping, and they stuck me in this cell. So I was brought up to hate these people. Everything about what the system stood for, the police, the government, banks, the system in itself, from a young kid, I was brought up to despise it. This is where I started training. This is how my exercise took hold of my body. They opened up the door and they let me walk back out into the street. I come out 10 times worse than before I went in. And I can honestly tell you guys in here today, I was one of the most entrenched criminals you'll ever meet in your life. I was wrote off by the system. I was in every maximum security prison in this country. I was kept in segregation units for years. And she said, people like you do not change. She went, I know that. He was a good person that could have done absolutely anything with his life and give so much to this world, and he threw his life away in the pursuit of greed. What was happening? I was waking up an ability in my body that I didn't even realise I had. I looked at them, and at that point, I knew I could already beat some of those records. Without money. I just wanted to be successful at something. That is all I wanted when I was a kid. I was driven, I was focused, I wanted to win, I didn't like losing. But these people were never exposed to me as a kid. I never heard about these people or saw them. So when I was reading these books, I was like, I'm like these. So if they've done it, I can do it to get released. And they laughed at me, and they said, your release plan is not based in reality. But I never once for a moment doubted myself that I could achieve this. Now, you cannot, and no one must not, ever give up on people, no matter how bad they are. And I am absolutely as driven as I was when I was a young child to be a multi-millionaire when I was older. I am as driven to stop and prevent as many young kids as I possibly can from going down the road that I did.